Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mike Bucci, and I'm the Vice Chairman of the Putnam County Business Council. I'm here today with four well-respected local business owners in the fitness, exercise, health business. And we're here today to talk about a couple of different things. I'm going to let the group introduce themselves in a moment, but today we're going to spend about 20 minutes together talking about three specific goals, and I wrote them down. They are to showcase how much these small businesses care about their members, as well as educating the community on how they're going to continue to keep the fitness facilities clean and their members safe. Number two is to inform officials, customers, and the public of the steps they've taken to prepare themselves, prepare their businesses, as well as the plan to keep them clean and reduce the spreading of COVID-19. And also, we want to be able to have the members in the community take a little bit of action today if they feel that they've been educated enough. And the topic we're talking about today is obviously a little bit around COVID-19, health, and as well as legislation that's changed in the 11th hour for a lot of our small business owners on the call today. And so why don't you four introduce yourselves? Eli, I'll start with you. Go ahead, sir.
My name is Eli Capel, and I'm owner of Elite Progression CrossFit Mayapack, and I've been in business for coming on 10 years now. That's
great. Joe, why don't you go next?
How you doing? My name is Joe Ciato. I am co-owner of the World Gym in Bristol, New York with my brother Paul. We've been in the fitness industry for at least the last 20 years.
Krista?
Hi, everybody. My name is Krista Ferrara. I'm owner of Fit Body by Krista in Brewster, and I've been in the fitness industry for 15 years. We've been open for about 3.
John?
Hi, my name is John Prano. I'm the owner of Training for Warriors Mayapack in Mayapack. Been in the fitness industry about 20 plus years, and we've had the gym in Mayapack for 8 years now.
Yeah. And listen, I'm really grateful the four of you can get on because I know that the four of you have a tremendous amount of customers, clients, members that rely on you for health. And the four of you, and I myself included, believe that exercise is medicine, which is kind of how, when I saw that online and I saw some of you folks talking to your members and asking for them to sign a petition and get some awareness out there of what you're looking to do and some of the things that are barriers for you, I said to myself, we really need to band together. And so, Krista, why don't you just catch us up to speed right now with why are we on this call today? What changed? What's going on? What is phase 4? What's changed for the health community?
Yeah, so we were in a 4-step plan. The governor of New York basically said we're going to put 4 phases together as we reopen every 2 weeks. So the original plan, from what we know, and just to remind you guys, we know what you know. So we're getting the same information. We dig as much as you guys dig. So we were in phase 2, and then, we're on the back end site and we're looking, and it says all these businesses can open except for, and fitness was one of them. So then it got a little confusing. So a lot of us assumed we would be in phase 3, and we were fighting to get into phase 3. And then we finally made it into the last and final phase, which would be July 7th. Okay. And very quickly things have changed overnight, and fitness as a whole was completely removed from a 4-step plan of reopening. And there was really no clear message on why. And for us, we're well over 100 days, and our businesses have shifted drastically overnight. We're going back to March 16th. We were mandated to close our doors and go virtual. So it's been a wild ride, and this is where we're at right now.
That's great. And John, I know we were chatting about this before, but how has this, because what she just described is basically, you have members, you have customers. We're not here to talk about the economic loss of these businesses. We're here to talk about the safety and the health of your customers and your clients and your members. So how has this impacted your ability to serve your members with the health that they come to you for? So talk to me a little bit about that.
It's not just the physical health that they come to us for, it's the mental health as well. It's doing something for your body, all the things that happen when you exercise, intrinsically, and they're not getting that. They're not having the interaction with the other members. it's their second home. And I know that my colleagues here probably feel the same way. When they show up to your place and they walk in and they see you smiling and saying hello to them, it changes their mental makeup. It makes them, it takes them to a different place. And coming out of a quarantine, which has been really tough on people, I think it's just most important to help them mentally than physically. And I want to say this, I think, we get a bad rap in the fitness industry, people like us who really do things the right way, because a lot of people think that we're trying to get people abs for the summer. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to make people well. We're trying to make people feel better about their bodies, about what's going on in their lives. There's a lot of people that don't know what's going on. It's very volatile right now. So we want to be that mainstay for people to get back to, something that they're used to.
Yeah. Joe, I want to pose a question to you. What are some of your members, what are some of your customers saying to you? I'm sure they message you on Facebook, when are you opening, all that stuff. What are they saying to you these days about all this stuff that's going on?
Well, they all are ready to come back. Back, like John said about the mental part of it, it's a huge part of it. And I think we all feel that our facilities are ready. They're safe. There's a ton of stuff that we've all been doing to make our facilities safe. Whether it's temperature checks coming in, 6 feet apart will be all the equipment you have in there, upgraded filter systems in your air handlers. I mean, I can guarantee you this, and I want everyone to know that you will feel much safer in our facility than anywhere else that going to Home Depot or Walmart. We're going above and beyond what they want. And I want people to know that. It's very important.
And what's interesting, I shouldn't say what's funny, but what's interesting is I look at the four of you. You four have incredibly different facilities and structures, and not to mention clientele and how you deliver what it is that you deliver. And so to lump you all together is a good thing that you're in the fitness industry, but also the four of you can, without question, deal specifically with your location and make it safe for your customers. So what are some of the things that you guys are doing to make sure that facilities are clean and continue to stay clean, should your places be opened yesterday? What are a couple of things you guys are doing?
Well, for us, we've totally had to change our operations. It's a very community-based kind of program that we run, and people just come in and find a spot on the floor, get some equipment when they need it, put it away when they're done.
Right.
Totally had to rewrite that whole script where we actually tell them exactly where they're going to go. We have the equipment set out for them. They don't have to move around the room. Like Joe was saying, it's 6 feet apart everywhere they are. And, there's time between our classes where, cleaning is going on. The staff is taking care of the equipment and setting up for the next class. So there's a lot of preparation and thought that's gone into this. And that's just aside from, preparations on the building, air filters, extra cleaning supplies, and every little detail has been checked off.
Go ahead, John.
Jump in to agree with him as well. We've created, I guess, a flow, right? There's like a flow on how to enter and exit our facility, and we've pruned our schedule to take out a certain number of classes,
right?
Half hour between classes, to have the people leave and come in and not be interacting with each other, and to also be able to clean the facility, wipe everything down, and just have it just enough time for that to happen.
Yeah. Krista, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah, so I think for us, a lot of it's the same with the guys. It's, probably wearing a mask until you get to your station. So that way, if, you are close with grabbing your equipment, we're not going to be doing any shared equipment. So we've changed our class schedule drastically. So there's no more stations. We've actually included a cold fogger. So it actually has, I just want to make sure I say it right, hypochlorous acid. So it's actually non-toxic, non-invasive, and it is CDC approved. So we've gone above and beyond to make sure that the number one priority has not changed, and it's the safety of our members. So same thing, we have our markers down, and I can assure you that if you walk in there barefoot, you will be comfortable as if you were home.
That's great. Thank you very much for sharing that. One of the things I probably wish were the case right now, right, was that we had a whole panel of state officials on this call to hear you business owners talking about the preparations you've made, things you're going to do in the future, what your customers and your members and your clients are saying to you. But if you had the state in front of you right now, the folks that really make the decisions, what would be maybe the top one or two things that you might say to them to help them through educating them about what you're doing, et cetera? So I don't know if anybody wants to field that question first, but what would you want the state to know right now?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're good. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Again, it's going back to what I said earlier. We're here to help people, and people need help. And I don't think the public really understands how important what we do is to people's mental breakdown, people's physically. Obviously, it's not about looking good in your swimsuit or your jeans. It's about feeling better, as a well-rounded person, not just physically.
Right.
And I agree with John. What I wanted to bring up for my facility, all our facilities, the mix of people that we have in there, whether they're teenagers, whether they're middle-aged adults, or they're older senior citizens. I have older people that come in here, they do some weights, they walk around, they talk. It's a socialization thing for them also. So what these government officials need to realize is that the mental part is a huge part of our industry. Mm-hmm. The physical part is a big part, don't get me wrong, but the mental part. Someone has a bad day at work, they want to come in, they want to get off some steam. They want to socialize. For our older, elderly people, they're not really seeing other people. They want to get out there and they want to, they want to talk about everything, whether it's a Yankee game or it's, everything's open season in the gym. You talk about everything.
Well, I'll tell you, if that's anybody else, anything you want to share with the state, we can go back to it. But also your clients and your customers. I mean, I know we're on this call right now, and I know that your customers and your members love you. Otherwise, they wouldn't be members of you. But if you could meet them all right now, if they were all in a stadium, you could say something to them about the readiness of your facility or about anything else, what would you want them to know? What's maybe the one or two best things you'd say to your customers right now and the public? What do you want the public to know? Why don't you go ahead and take that one? Eli, I don't know if you want to go first, or Krista.
Sure. Yeah, I would definitely tell them, hey guys, we're going to be ready for you. This is just a minor setback. You have your fitness, your health is first in mind, along with your safety, right? And when you come in, it's just a road bump, right? We're going to pick up where we left off to get you back on track to getting healthy, fit, reaching your goals, that kind of thing.
Right.
When it comes to the state, the only thing we ask is just to give us a chance, give us the opportunity to prove to them that we're safe, we're ready, and we have our members and our community at a priority. Always have been and always will. So we're just really asking for that chance.
What's funny is if we rewind back, 6 to 9 months, maybe at a party somewhere in the corner, you probably look at the 3 other people in this Zoom meeting as competition. And now really you guys are all in this together for one reason, which is to take care of your members and keep the public as safe and as healthy as possible. You guys do that together. So that's really interesting now, because the 4 of you basically have been tasked with starting to educate the public and the community with what you're doing to make them feel safe. So hopefully there'll be this undercurrent or this surge of demand for health again. And so I think how we left off was, what do you want the community to do now? What's kind of the call to action? Krista, if you want to take that one, that would be a good idea.
So we have a few things. One is trust in your leaders. We love you guys. We are going to take care of you from start to finish. And the second thing is Senator Sue Serino put together a petition, and we would love for you guys to sign it and to share it, because we really want to be given that chance to open our doors and to welcome you guys back to your second homes.
Yeah. So anybody else have anything they want to share on that one? I mean, that petition that we have, it'll be first of all, it's on change.org. It's Exercise is Medicine. You're going to be able to click that link 100% on social media. You'll probably see it on their Facebook pages already, but that's really the call to action, is to go on to that, click that link, put your name in there, add a note or two, contact